interview with Miss Mary. Miss Mary is actually a little bit more organized than myself today. She has some key topics there, and I salute her for her organization. So, Miss Mary, what's the first thing that you want to talk about today?
The first thing hello everyone.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I thought I wanted to talk about was Bank of America, which is my bank.
Okay.
But I want to go to my medication first again. I know
Okay.
you get sick of me and my medication.
No, medication's important. Healthcare, yeah.
So, the healthcare providers I have, they call up and they literally look like threaten me about I won't get my medication if I don't come in and take this test, and I don't come in and take that test, and so forth. But I'm still standing my God, I need you to deal with what is happening with me per se, and not what you predict could happen to me because of my age or the medication I take. April is a very good herpetologist, and she's also a pharmacy tech, and she helps me tremendously with my medication. I'm sure this is the reason why my health go along such a healthy path, because I do have someone there to help me with this. And they tell me that they're not going to give me any medication and so forth. But the reason why I'm putting it, I have quite a few medical problems, and one is anxiety.
Right.
And any little thing could set, not any little thing, but things that really set me things in motion and cause anxiety in me. Right. And then they turn around, the pharmacy will call and tell me I'm not getting my medication and it's been canceled. And I go to the mailbox, or the postman rang the doorbell, the medication in the box. I'm wondering, do they check my chart and see some of the ailments that I have, including high blood pressure, that can cause a certain reaction in me. Right. So are they doing this to cause these things to happen? Am I being paranoid? No. But August and September was the worst 2 months I have ever can recall. And I really wanted to talk about it because I'm trying to see if there's any other senior citizens that might be going through what I'm going through, and maybe they can look back and see that they are okay. First of all, when I in June, a wind came through and a rain and heavy, and it folded my roof up. Just folded up like you fold a sheet. So I had to spend quite a few expenses to get it fixed. And July. And then August came, we had a flood for 2 days. It came 2 days, a Sunday, and we get to clean out the basement on the Sunday. Then Monday turned around, it flooded again. I'm getting this ill where I'm trying to say, being a senior citizen, medical conditions, including anxiety, can get to a person. But thanks to April, we were able to get the basement cleaned out, and we got all the debris and stuff taken to the garbage and got rid of. So they finally sent me Michael, I believe his name, from Vanguard to assess what had happened.
Right.
The man wanted to see how many television I had in my house. He wanted to see all the floors in my house. And I'm trying to think other things.
He asked some questions that I thought were kind of interesting, and he asked if our microwave worked, if our refrigerator worked, He asked about things. He actually asked about, did the TVs, like what Miss Mary just said about the TVs, did the TVs work? And I was unclear in a way. It kind of had me wondering, as always, of what that may have to do with the flash flooding.
And he wanted to know also, but he always wanted to know, did I see the dentist or a doctor? And I still don't anyway. But then the pictures that April was so nice enough to take the picture of my VCR that's gone,
right?
My VHS, my typewriters,
the typewriter that she's typing on,
and all the other things that I lost was like keepsakes. I don't care if you do laugh. It's important to me. Those was heirlooms.
Is a VCR and your VHS tapes?
Yeah, they don't even have those anymore. But I don't have mine. Even I was saving mine.
What you saving them for?
Because I wanted them, and they're mine.
Okay.
They belong to me.
Right.
And I don't think the flood should have took them out, and no one took no notice. And the man didn't even want to see the pictures.
No, we had numerous pictures that
had dumped out in the garbage. And he said, "Well, what happened here?" He said he went to one lady's basement, and he didn't even have to see anything.
He just looked, and he could tell.
Right, but he could look and tell. He's like, "I was lying. I have lost almost everything." And he didn't care. He didn't want to see the picture. I didn't want him.
I tried, but he didn't. He wouldn't even look. He wouldn't look at the camera. He wouldn't look. He kept looking in one direction. So that's what I noticed, and it became clear to me. I think my mom had already picked up on that because I had kind of stepped away when they were in the basement to assess the damage, to try to pull up the pictures, and she already knew that he was not. And then when I kept trying to, in a nice way, to show him, said, "Can I show you these?" He wasn't unpleasant, but I could tell that something was already set. I don't know. Something was already set. So, everything happens for a reason. So, but I thought it was kind of unusual, in my opinion, of some of the questions that he was asking, and he was just following what was on this tablet, which is, of course, how you would, record the data to make the assessment. But it was some very interesting things, and I thought, is this standard questions for flash flooding?
Well,
if your TV works or your microwave.
I think
it's weird.
It seemed like
weird.
He wanted to go upstairs, which you have a second bar. We took him, and I don't understand, and tried to show him different things that he wanted to see, and he wanted to see each room.
Right.
And then we brought him downstairs and in the first floor, and let him look around. He let him ask about the TVs and therefore and so forth. And then he went to the basement. This is where the flooding started. Not on the first floor or the second floor. It started in the basement. He made me feel like I was lying. I had worked on the wall where the water came through until my hands and fingers actually bled. This is true. I have musculoskeletal disease. April and I went to Menards in our area, which they didn't have any stop leak or anything like that. So we checked, and they said they had some in 25th Street and North Avenue. So we drove out there and got a supply of them. And I worked, as I say, till my fingers bled.
They literally bled.
And I got, my gloves weren't long enough, and from it I still have the scars from the chemical
burns from the
repairs that I was doing. Right.
Leak. Yeah.
And he didn't take any of this into consideration, and he just considered me null and void. But I lost a lot, and no one ever came. I wonder who the people take in consideration is the person. Is this person okay?